Hi again, I'm sorry about that. My dog started growling. Okay, I'm explaining to you how fawning can be either betraying yourself or abandoning yourself. So let me tell you a little more about fawning. Fawning is common for people who have had long-term relational trauma, and that doesn't mean just romantic relationship trauma. It can include when people are peacekeepers for their family or their family members were emotionally harmful. Okay. All right. So if you have to be the peacekeeper, so even if the conflict isn't directly with you, it's with other people, but you don't like when people are in conflict and maybe it has a bad result on you. If everyone's arguing, you're not going to be able to play, or dinner's going to be delayed, or maybe dessert's going to be taken away, and it had nothing to do with you, but you're going to lose out because of it. So you're trying to keep the peace so that everyone gets a more pleasant atmosphere, or they get their physical needs met, like food. Perhaps they can sleep without hearing a bunch of yelling, cursing, throwing, hitting throughout the night, things like that. So even if the conflict doesn't directly involve you, you may try to fix it to make the overall atmosphere better, and that does help you. Okay, and then also, if, like I said, if your family member is not, if they are emotionally harmful, so whether that's, if they belittle you, insult you, but if you can keep them in a good mood, they're not going to do these things to you. So obviously, we want to avoid having our feelings hurt. So fawning would be buttering them up, or complimenting them, just doing something to help them be in a better mood, helping them, being very helpful. And so this can slide into, so like the downside with fawning, it can be helpful for you or it can hurt you. So if you're being helpful to everybody else, that's not necessarily a bad thing. We talk about helping people. And we also even talk about being kind to people that we either disagree with or who have even not been the best towards us. So it's hard to find the fine line between going with our values and completely abandoning ourselves, meaning it doesn't matter what I want or need as long as I can make everybody else happy. That's when we've gone too far. We are more than able to and expected to and happy to help others and help make other people happy when we also have been tended to as well. So just keep that in mind when we're talking about these things. Okay, I'm keeping track of the time. I'm seeing that I'm going a little long, so I may make yet another video. Okay, so something else really fast. So sometimes when a child is neglected, they may learn to fawn just to be connected with somebody or to get the things that they need. So if they find that their parent is just able to forget that they exist, and so if a child doesn't go and make the food themselves, then it's never gonna get made. Whereas they happen to chat with a parent one day and the parent actually shares food with them. All right, well, I'm incentivized to continue doing that. So things like that, or just if you're just emotionally neglected, like, okay, all of your needs are provided for, but no one ever talks to you, then you may be very helpful or very like you might compliment people a lot to get their attention because you're feeling so alone. So that's some ways it can show up. All right, so this is a definition from Dr. Ingrid Clayton. She says, because fawners experience some safety while being exploited, their nervous systems get used to not only tolerating chaos and exploitation, but feeling a sense of control amidst the chaos and exploitation. This leads to both trauma reenactment and trauma bonding. So trauma bonding is whenever we start to sympathize with the people that have hurt us. And trauma reenacting is whenever we're not around those people that have hurt us in the past, but somehow we keep finding new people that act in a very similar way. Okay, I'm gonna pause and start another one.